Hello over there. Oh, you're probably wondering, or maybe not, why this review is up. The official translation is here yet. Well, let me just be so perfectly clear. This chapter pissed me off so much. Oh, by the way, turn down your volume because I'm gonna scream more. That was your late warning. So turn it down now. 3, 2, 1. It pissed me off so much that I have honestly almost feeling like I just want to read the spoilers of One Piece from now on. And I'm not gonna review next chapter unless there is some kind of hope coming here. I have listened to some manga reviewers of this, and they actually like this. It makes sense for them to like this, because they're not me, and they don't have my twisted way of looking at this situation. But I don't like this. This is not how it's supposed to be. He has lost twice. Enough already. Just let him win. Yes, I know. It is arrogant what Luffy did, but still, he is the main character. He is the guy who's supposed to be the Pirate King. This is not arrogance per se. This is pure confidence, pure promise. That is what he does. He wishes to do this. He must do this. If he can't do this, he cannot win against the admirals. So what am I complaining about? Well, let's just summarize this chapter then. First of all, yeah, Big Mom is there. Nami tries to take care of Ulti, but unsurprisingly, she cannot. Come on! I know Ulti is so an ancient, and the fact that Nami don't have firepower to do that, but you could just have had Zeus come in here, combined with Nami, and just let it happen. But no! The one that had to defeat Ulti was Big Mom, who actually showed her third, or should I say, new homie. Wait, fourth, isn't it? Or maybe fifth if we count that slug wallet. Whatever! She introduces her new homie, Hera, and we see her properly this time. To be honest, I thought she was made of thunder. She actually looks to be a replacement of Zeus. Granted, that actually suits her name. As you all know, maybe, Hera was the wife of Zeus. Wife Zeus cheated on a lot in Greek mythology. When I think about it, why did Zeus cheat on Hera so many times? I mean, yes, who wouldn't cheat? I mean, if you're a sex god or someone who's so hunger for sex, then of course you would cheat. But I just wonder why marry in the first place if you're just gonna have so many different women. But my point is that she combined with them all, and then one shot's ulti in one single hit. And the fact that Prometheus asked Big Mom to create Hera because he wanted a girlfriend, but of course Hera is giving him the cold shoulder. And so Zeus arrives, and Big Mom immediately dismisses Zeus, saying he is worthless and he's now gonna be sacrificed to fuel up Hera. And of course, Zeus sees Nami, but Nami still gives him the cold shoulder, although that very strange farewell was very in a way of it all. And you know what is even stranger this chapter? I actually feel bad. I feel bad for the homies. I mean, the homies are nothing more than creatures created by souls. But what happened to Zeus this chapter? It is actually surprisingly somber. It's just that Zeus realizes what kind of a dummy he is and decides to rebel against Big Mom in order to save Nami from Big Mom. And the thing is here, there's another thing that we have to point out here. A lot of people didn't like Big Mom's mode here, but here is actually the one and the only thing I had to agree on with these better manga reviewers, especially the famous one, BDA Law. Did you all see him? He's a very good manga artist, way better than me. But my point is, he pointed out that what Big Mom did here, it makes sense. It's her character. And I actually have to agree. Yes, it does make sense. Why does it make sense? Because it's Big Mom, it's unpredictability. It's mental illness. It is just simply something that you cannot reason with. That's so that when she suddenly decides to almost kill Tama because she is running away with the Straw Hats, who she hates, therefore abandoning Big Mom, who was abandoned by others as a child, it just makes sense. I know Big Mom is a big bundle of illogical thing. A woman, a child in a grown woman's body, for some reason talks in ore, except instead of atashi, and the fact that she is just so mentally deranged, but it all makes sense because she is mentally deranged. Then so she's suddenly deciding to kill Tama because she runs away. It makes sense in Big Mom's weird mind, because in her mind, Tama, who she thought was her friend, runs away from her, ergo abandon her. You have to actually look deeper in these lines when it comes to Big Mom. I almost want to make another video about Big Mom. I have criticized Big Mom a lot and how much I hate her. And I even commented how much I felt like she was a child of it all. But all of her things, in a way, also makes sense because it is just so twisted. It has nothing to do with Big Mom being a good. It has nothing to do with Big Mom showing a pet the dog moment. It has just to do that Big Mom is unpredictable, mentally deranged, and just simply, as Nur here says, a plot device or something like that. So yeah, you have to look deeper into Big Mom. Don't get me wrong, I still hate her, and she's still a worse character. Not how she's written, but she's just so worse. So then Zeus decides to rebel against the Big Mom, but then Big Mom, of course, just grabs him, sucks out his soul, and, well, Hera eats him. So that's goodbye to Zeus. And I have to say, yeah, that was surprisingly sad. Some actually commented on that. They don't think Zeus is gone. But if you ask me, isn't that proof enough? Zeus was just gone. His soul that was Big Mom's soul was sucked back into her. And then, well, Hera ate him. So you have it all. Of course, the Straw Hats are saved by none other than Captain Kidd, who, of course, arrogantly say, "Get away, Straw Hats, she's my prey." I hate him! Do I want him to be a worthy rival to Luffy? No! Why? Because I don't want anyone to be Luffy's equal! Because if someone is Luffy's equal, this story will just drag on even more! And Kiddo is far from a moral person. And then we get to the final pages of this chapter that I complained about in the beginning. So many people cheered out so loudly when they saw this because they felt like this raised the stakes. For me, I spit on the ground. I almost threw up. I was so mad I almost threw away the phone. Because once again, everything has been set back. This arc, everything, reading it week to week is torture, people. Maybe when you've finished a little bit, then maybe it will become better. Then maybe finally Wano will be the arc that everyone talks about. But this ending, it just simply pissed me off. I don't care how much it made sense. It pissed me off nonetheless. So what happened? Well, basically, Kaido is on the roof. He is back into his human form. Always talk about the fact that humans will never give up and the fact that he should have taken Luffy's head. As Luffy falls down from Onigashima with white eyes, implying he is knocked out. He is knocked out! Come on! I don't care what the narrator said. Yes, the narrator said, in a one-on-one, Kaido will win. It doesn't matter. He is a villain. And Luffy has to win. He has to surpass Kaido. Because if he don't, then he cannot win. It is as simple as that. So even if you say it was arrogant of him to say, get down, I got this, maybe, but it's still just, that is just Luffy. If he doesn't do it, how is he gonna win? Of course, he's the main character, so he is not gonna take a permanent L here. No, he will come back. But as you all know, we are still in Act 3. How much longer must be we in Act 3? Just let the tragedy happen already, unless it, of course, already has happened. So this act can close and we can finally have a comeback. Because you all remember, you all know Mr. Morse, right? He's a very popular One Piece reviewer. But to be honest, I don't like his videos anymore. I don't say they're wrong. Hell, he is wise. And again, he's a way better reviewer than I will ever be because I don't improve. But the thing is, I don't like always his points because I sometimes find them to be arrogant. Because he always seemed to be guessing many things right. Again, they could just be showing how intelligent he is. Because there are detectives, and I am no detective. But the fact is, he has created a lot of despair situations that surprisingly has turned out to be true. And I actually preferred Marco the Theorist. His theories were better, but unfortunately he retired. So my point is, he has been very adamant to say that this raid is going to fail. And I have a feeling that when he reviews this chapter, he's going to be very happy. Because his theory about the raid failing has never been stronger than now. And it pisses me off extremely. I do not want the raid to fail. I don't care if it's too Yonko. I don't care if Kaido always wins in a one-on-one. I don't want the raid to fail. Because if it fails, then what? You're telling me they will bounce back? They are the main characters, so they will bounce back? Okay, fine. They are the main characters. But that doesn't make sense to me. If they lose here, they die. So I'm just saying, if this raid fails, the only one who won't be killed is Robin. And maybe Sanji if now Queen decides to just take his body and all that stuff. So I'm just saying, if this raid fails, then what? To be honest, okay, let's just say this: the raid fails. And the raid fails, and the Straws loses. Why will people be happy about that? Because if they lose and they don't get killed, that just doesn't make any sense. It doesn't. If it ends in that kind of tragedy, then how will they bounce back? I know they're main characters, but it doesn't. It doesn't make sense for the raid to fail. Because no matter how he does it, I cannot understand how people will like it. And I can't understand how they will feel the story will go forward if they do. Because if they win here, then they have proven everybody wrong. The world in One Piece, the world in real life, everything wrong. And that will be much more satisfying because that is the One Piece way, to always finish with a satisfaction of conquering another wall. And this time it's a mountain. So the raid failing will just crush all of that. But it seems that way. Also, we're gonna get a break, so unfortunately we don't know how Luffy will be rescued. Will he wake up in time, stretch out his arms, save him? Will the Grand Fleet finally arrive? A lot of people don't like the Grand Fleet because they feel they're wasted. And I agree that I feel they are wasted. But I want them to show up. I actually wanted them to show up, or at least show up to distract the big mom pirates and destroy them. Yes, I know they have Katakuri and that wouldn't make sense, but if you're going to have something, at least have the Grand Fleet do that. But no, I don't think they're going to show up. I don't even think the Revolutionary are going to show up. So who is going to rescue Luffy? Momonosuke? No, I don't think Momonosuke will know that. Although granted, he can hear Luffy's voice, but he cannot create the flame cloud, so I don't think he can save him. So no one's going to die in Wano. Is that true? Well, I only wanted the villains to die. But for now, it implies it's not. So I'll end this chapter by saying this. Another broadcast has been saying that apparently the anime director of One Piece is talking to Oda, saying the rooftop will be great. The anime is very close in on the manga now. And if you ask me, I think the anime is actually going to go over the manga. But it seems to imply now that Oda is actually talking to the manga artist to make sure that what we'll see from now on is the truth. So maybe, just maybe, if the anime really does eclipse the manga, which I know it will, maybe the rest of the thing that we see is technically what is going to be considered canon. Who knows? So yeah, this chapter just plain and simply pissed me off, as my rant can assure you. It is nothing more than complete and utter bull. It is, I don't care how much it makes sense, it's still simply bull for me. Also, Yamamoto is on the way to the roof, but I did not want Yamamoto to be there. You know, if Yamamoto was the one to die this arc, I wouldn't actually mind it, because I'm one of the few people who do not feel Yamamoto is an awesome character. But you can give me your thoughts if you have any.